Hey folks, and welcome back here to Gatekeeper Media as we continue to bring you coverage of the 2022 Great Lakes Open out in Milford, Michigan on the good old Toboggan course. We appreciate you all for tuning in. We'd like to give a special thank you to our Patreon supporters who help make all of this coverage possible. We're in round 2, and so we're with our chase card, and bringing the commentary will be myself, Dustin Mouret, and once again joined by Nathan Queen. How's it going, man?
Doing well. Excited to watch this second round. We saw a bit of struggles and a lot of birdies during the first round. As you see here, we've got 3 players at 7 under par and 1 at 6, so a tight race here on the chase card.
Yeah, not too many people hit double digits in the opening round. Corey Ellis and Kyle Klein tied up for the lead at 10 under par, but as you can see, our players at 7 under are just a few strokes off that leader and still very much in the mix. As we start taking a look at some of the bags here, we'll take a look at Gannon Burr. Of course, putts the PA3 and very much known for his D1s. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of those out there. Also throws the FX2, FX4, and his M4 is a mid-range he likes to use on some approaches.
And going into Albert's bag, we're going to see a lot of Pioneers and Ballista Pros from him. May go to his mid-ranges a bit for a stable shot using that Justice and a Trust for a straight shot, and I believe he putts with his Shield.
Yeah, that's correct. Kind of makes him stick out. Then we got Brodie Smith here. Putts with the Roach, obviously uses the zones for approaches, likes the Undertaker for more straight to understable, also throws the Raptors, Vultures, and I'm sure we'll see some Forces and Nukes today.
And Simon Lizotte putting with the P2s. Gonna see lots of FD and DD3, and he goes to his dyed PD a lot also. We see a few mid-ranges. You might see that Iron Samurai 3.
Indeed.
Right into hole 1 for the second day in a row, the hardest par 3 on the course, 516 feet, drops down about 60 feet. If you have the power sidearm.
Indeed, power sidearm definitely the big play here as we take a look at Gannon Burr, ranked 7th in the UDIS World Rankings right now, was our Rookie of the Year last year, and this year has already been popping off big results, having won the Masters Cup and coming second at the Las Vegas Challenge, and he's had several top 5 finishes at Portland, Idlewild, Champions Cup, and Jonesboro.
And Gannon does indeed have a power sidearm. Not quite wide enough on that one.
From Tartu, Estonia, Albert Tamm.
There's the bazooka himself, Albert Tamm, ranked top 30 in the UDIS World Rankings. Did win the Open at Tallahassee earlier this year to get a win under his belt for the year. I've also seen him place 5th at the Portland Open, 6th at the Beaver State Fling, and also 6th at the Preserve. So has had quite a few big finishes already on tour in 2022. And he is a ridiculously powerful thrower.
I'm going to say possibly the most powerful sidearm right here. He's slowly making his case for it, or excuse me, quickly making his case for it. As you see him barely swing his arm right there and put it inside the circle. Let's go ahead and take a look at this power sidearm for him here. And not quite a hop. You see he almost does a little X step and just has such smooth pull through and wrist snap. Study that, guys, because he
also has like this really up high like reach. It's not even really like a reach back. He almost reaches up to the sky. It's kind of interesting. It's like unique. It's a silhouette thing you could probably pick out. As we look at Brodie Smith here, a guy who's done pretty well for himself so far this year. He placed 3rd at DDO and top 20 at the Open in Belton and the European Open. Also had a couple of big top 20 finishes at Jonesboro and Masters Cup. So definitely becoming a competitor on tour.
got that one up a bit too high.
I mean, how can you forget this, man? Simon Lazad, such a great ambassador of the sport, and also now really been a powerful contender this year. 6th in the UDIS World Rankings, grabbed back-to-back titles at OTB in Portland. Also had some podium finishes at DDO and the Preserve. So playing really well this year.
And this is the shot that I prefer to watch here. I'm a big turnover fan, so it's really neat to see the right-handed backhand turnover. And Simon Lizotte does it very well, putting it inside the circle right there close to where Albert landed at.
And Brodie Smith kind of on one of those pinched off angles, trying to still spike a hyzer forehand in there. And man, that was really well done.
A remote control backwards roll there. And I have a nice tap in. Easy par.
Is Gannon Burr going scuba? Taking one out of Brodie Smith. Oh, man. Okay.
Worked out well.
It did, yeah. Kind of an awkward angle, so understandable he had to come up with something. As this is Tamm for birdie. And there it is. Don't see too many of those on this hole.
Yeah, what a way to start the round there.
We're going to have a couple, right? I mean, Lazad also right there. He'll be able to find it as well. And yeah, this is a great performance from our chase card on this hole. Definitely a tough par 3 to get.
Yeah, 2 birdies on the card and only 12 on the day today. So, good stuff from Chase Card here to get the round started on moving day. Into hole 2, a difficult par 4, 680 feet. You've got about 300 feet to get to the bottom of this hill. If you can push another 100 feet up, you're going to have the best chance for a birdie as it flattens out just a little bit to give you better footing to attack the green.
Yeah, it's all about trying to get up to that next shelf for that footing as you were talking about. But some of these guys are powerful enough that they could probably attack it no matter what. As Tamm turns this one maybe a bit more than he wanted. Gets a little bit caught up there on the right-hand side, but rolls out. But it's rolling the wrong direction. Oh, no. Man.
Yeah, that's definitely trying to get your par from down there. Pretty unfortunate roll.
See what Simon's got here. Oh, that's looking great. Looks like he's going to get the full flight out of that. Oh, my.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at his form, too, to see how he gets so far up this hill. Long, smooth, controlled run up. Just such smooth form there, really. You don't see him exert too much energy. He's got that longer run up, but it's very controlled.
Yeah, one of the smoothest there is. Gannon puts a good move on this one as well. Might be on that left-hand side, but solid.
And I think he just got over that edge I was talking about to get on that slightly flatter spot.
This one, if it can just fight, might be able to get into a good spot, but kind of gets caught up on that right-hand side, but not too shabby.
Albert, very difficult stance here. Not only is he dealing with the hill that's going straight up, but there's a little bump off to the side as well. Gets a nice little kick down to the left. There'll be long chance for birdie, but most likely pitching up for his par.
Yeah, see if Brody here next to act, if he can get the right footing. And, man, that was actually a really good throw, considering.
Yeah, great.
It's in the circle, too, so we'll have at least a look at the basket.
That was probably a 380-foot full power rip there. That's how uphill this is. Brody's got lots of power, still only got it about 380.
Oh, that last tree, but what a great rollout for Gannon Burr. That'll put him right near the bullseye for birdie.
Yeah, I think that tree might have helped out. That might have skipped off to the left side.
I know.
He's pretty much got a tap in.
It went from like, oh, tree hate to tree love real quick, because that's a great approach from Simon Lazad as well to get up in circle one. And this looks tricky for Tamm, but he's going to give it a go, it looks like. He's tall enough to where he actually can just see the basket, probably.
Yeah, and maybe an attempt at a go there. but probably not upset that he's inside the bullseye for his par.
Max it, yeah.
Get it, man.
Look at that putt from Brodie Smith. Wow.
Yeah.
Almost 60 feet on that, probably?
Yeah, no jump through or follow through. Puts it like he's inside the circle. Holds that extension out there and able to connect. That's a great way to get the round started.
Man, that is a big putt. Definitely known for his step putt in circle 2, but didn't need it on that one. Really well done. And we're going to probably get a couple of more birdies here. As you can see, Simon not too far away, and Gannon is pretty much parked as well.
Yeah, we should see our third birdie on the card here. 15 players got the birdie today. It did average just slightly over par. But we've got, percentage-wise, we've got to watch a lot of birdies so far on these first 2 holes.
Indeed. What, 20% of them right here on the card?
Yeah.
I think I did that right. Commentator Matt's always a very risky play.
You had that one right. I had it backed up for you already.
Oh, I appreciate you, man.
Moves us into hole 3, a very fun par 4, 915 feet, 65-foot downhill. If you can get about 500 feet off the tee, which probably plays more like 400, you're going to be in a good position to attack this green. But you really don't want to go right, and you've got to avoid the OB on the left as well.
Yeah, I feel like the most common mistake you see is people overturning it to stay away from the OB left, and they wind up in the woods on the right-hand side, and it's a bad time. You really don't need that much distance off the tee, as you were kind of saying, and that's why you see Simon go to that PD. You know, not a full distance driver, but still gets plenty and stays in bounds.
And the nose angle that you saw him release on is the main factor here. He did that very well, throwing down to the ground to make sure that the disc doesn't just stay up in the air. That's how you catch too much fade and end up going OB. Got to kind of match that down slope.
Yeah.
Gannon with the good shot also, but he's going to be a bit blind on the approach.
Yeah, that is true, but I'm sure through practice a lot of these guys have kind of picked out landmarks and such and can still have a pretty good approach to the basket.
Yeah, it's not too difficult, but just does add slight bit extra. Now you see Brody didn't get the nose down quite as much here, and he caught that fade out, but does just stay in bounds over there on the left side.
Yep, and he should be able to see the pin from over there, which makes, like I said, the approach just that little bit less you got to think about. It's now we get to Albert Tamm. Getting that nose angle you were talking about. Looks like he'll find dead center.
And he just makes it look so easy. Barely swung his arm there. Probably reached that 500 point, but like you said, he'll be in that blind area down there in the middle.
No, Brody. That needs a lot of help.
Big swinging hyzer here from Brodie Smith. Skips up there in the circle. Looks like. That was
That's what you
mid
want.
from Simon, actually, just on a hyzer angle all the way.
Yeah, and that's going to give Simon a 3-for-3 start.
That might go in.
That'll do it. Little turkey. Oh, a metal hit from Tamm. Oh, my goodness. That could have been something special.
Dialing in that power sidearm and catching the back of the cage.
Oh, my
Getting a
goodness.
bit of an unfortunate reaction. He's going to be close to circle's edge. Nonetheless, a great shot.
Yeah, that'll get the juices flowing early. Catching some metal from that far away. Brody Smith with a big putt in the previous hole, looking for another and almost skips it in. A little short on that one. He'll be a little disappointed. Oh.
After
There's some
leaving
stank
the
on that one,
upshot.
Nathan.
Yeah. He left the upshot short, so he put a little extra power on the putt, and it took a nice little skip off of there. He's going to be close to circle's edge again now for his par putt.
Yeah, and after Tamm almost found an eagle here, has left a very long birdie bid and actually comes up short, and you hate to see that.
Yeah, you never want to see 2 cage hits, even if one of them wasn't a putt. Uh-oh.
Well, putting woes here on hole 3 for the majority of the card. Of course, Simon's
Yeah,
hard
that's-
for birdie, but
Albert must have broke the basket whenever he touched it on the way by on his upshot.
There, that's it.
Simon,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the fix. Simon 3 for 3 to start the round, making a push on chase card.
I have never seen another group of people talk about their thing the way that disc golfers talk about our thing. And it feels like you're a part of it. It feels like no matter how big the sport gets, you being a part of it, you feel like you have an investment in it, and it's yours.
Ian Burchett getting the lone eagle throw in on that hole. Shout out to him. Bringing us into hole 4, 580-foot par 4, easiest hole on the course for the second day in a row. We'll most likely see just some short righty hyzers here, maybe 300 feet. Kind of got to pinpoint it. There's a couple trees to get around, and if you pull it too far right, you can get into some trouble.
Simon, though, finds the ideal landing zone. Center cut, took a pretty clean uphill shot to the pin. And I imagine most of the players in this card are going to take pretty much that same line that Simon did. And they'll get a similar result with Brody Smith.
Within 10 feet of each other right there. There is an aggressive sidearm line, but even Albert going to go ahead and go to his backhand hyzer shot. I believe that ended up a little bit behind those trees. He's going to have a tougher upshot, but still doable.
Meanwhile, Gannon, while he's kind of behind one, still in a pretty good position. And like you said, Tamm is a little bit back, but there's still some gaps he can climb his way up the hill with.
Yeah, this low ceiling gives you a bit of trouble, but as you can see, the ground is not grass right there. It turns into dirt right when you get to that hill, giving him the ability to slide on up into circle 1.
And it gives you a little speed boost. That gets up real nicely as well for Gannon Burr. I expect the rest of the card will be doing something similar.
Thank you.
There you go.
That'll do it.
This is one of the holes I'm surprised hasn't changed yet out here. I guess it's slightly opened up more every year, making it a little bit easier, but definitely walking up to it, you know this is a birdie that you are going to get, and if you don't get it, you're upset going into the next hole. So wouldn't be surprised to see this one cleared out and maybe T-pad move back, or possibly use that other basket of the hole they've taken away and maybe turn it into a par 4.
Yeah. There's definitely been plenty of changes to Toboggan this year. A new, I think, hole 9, 10, 11, and 13 are all brand new, and 14 got backed up. So there's been some tweaks, but like you said, this one's kind of remained kind of the calm before the storm of the next, couple of wooded holes that you get. They're a bit more technical and can cause some trouble at a time or two.
As we expect, we're going to see 4 birdies here. 56% of the field taking birdie. Simon's got 4 in a row. Moving into hole 5, a fantastic change from starting last year, 480-foot par 3 downhill. We've got this beautiful grass that's grown in this year, 35-foot wide fairway. Downhill plays nice, though. You could get a mid-range or a fairway down there.
Yeah, fairway in hand here for Simon, just looking to hyzer flip it and get it down the gut. That's what he was looking to do.
Yeah, a bit of a grip lock on that one. We'll see if he's got a chance to scramble or not.
It's actually kind of funny. Toboggan known for, all the elevation chains and these wide open holes on the Toboggan Hills that, it's named after. But this hole has kind of quickly become a signature hole, I feel like.
Yeah, well, it's a very well-designed wooded shot. It's not a ridiculous line that you have to hit. There's a little bit of guardian trees down here. So it still kind of feels wide open as long as you hit that initial gap, and just the aesthetic of it.
Exactly, the aesthetic. And I think even this year, with the red carpet gone, it still, just looks so nice with this new grass that's grown in between years. As that was a great shot from Brody Smith, by the way. Got it way on down there, gives him a putt for birdie.
just slightly missing the stand up there. Gets a couple good tree directions into the fairway. Gonna have an easy par pitch up.
Yeah, at least not going to have to do any scrambling from there. It also just kind of gives you that change of pace on this course, too. You know, you go from throwing huge shots, and trust me, you're going to get plenty more of those on the back nine, but you get a couple of more technical holes here on 5 and 6. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a Toboggan fanboy. I've always, like this and Idlewild are like probably my 2 favorite courses of the year.
I'm a bit of a fan of this shot from Gannon, but just a little bit too much steam. Got that little downslope behind the hill, but very clean. Maybe he could disc down to a mid-range tomorrow. But I don't blame you if you're being a fan of Toboggan. It's a fun place to be.
Oh, not being nice to Simon, though, is he is still in the woods after 2, and after having such a hot streak, he's hit a bit of a speed bump here. Hopefully he can get out of here with this one and put this one to rest. Oh, that's still going to leave a long putt.
Yeah, he's looking at a similar fate to Drew we saw yesterday, double bogeying this hole after a good start.
And then just kind of a layup there for Tamm. Didn't really have any way to really run that. Not with that slope on the backside.
Yeah, Simon just kind of pitching up from there, not even really close enough to run it. Let's see if Gannon can connect for his birdie.
Just short. And yeah, you can see he's a little disappointed with that one. He's had a couple of putts come up just a little bit short. I believe saw that happen on hole 3 as well.
Brody also not going to capitalize.
No, and he had the best tee shot of the field. It was right there, but yeah, we'll not be able to capitalize. So putting woes hitting our card here on 5.
Yeah, this will be our first hole of the round without a birdie on it here on Chase Card.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Simon Lizotte, still no pars. Nice cleanup for par from Albert there. I don't know if it makes him feel any better or not, but Simon did not take the highest number on this hole. So
I don't know that he's looking at that one and thinking to himself, "Man, time to pull out the champagne." You know?
Probably not. But brings us into hole 6, 519 feet. If you can get about 300 feet off of the tee shot, you're gonna have and stay or get back to the left, you're going to have the best upshot. We've seen a lot of cut rollers this year trying to get down that hill.
Oh, that one took a nasty kick, though, for Brody. Wow. I don't know what he's going to have from over there. As I feel like the flexing backhand is kind of the more aggressive play. I think you can get away with just chip forehand and still have a good approach for birdie.
Albert.
That was a great
nice. Yeah, that's a nice little touch to get him back to the left side. He'll probably be 250, 260 feet away.
Oh, this is money.
Oh, it misses that tree, which is great. Gets back. He's going to be a little bit pinched off on his angle. Most likely going to go turn over backhand from there. He's in the spot I think he is.
Higher line here from Simon, playing the cut roll.
Didn't quite reach that down the hill where you get that easy spot. I'm not sure what he's going to have from over there.
Speaking of not sure what you're going to have, Brody is in the wilderness, man. He could be on National Geographic right now, for all we know.
Surprised we're seeing. It's a good thing he's wearing that bright shirt.
I mean, I don't even know that he could have done much more than that from where he was.
Yeah, almost gets back, or pretty much gets back to the fairway. Looks like he got an ideal lie and going to have a gap in between these trees, which should lead straight to the pin. there's going to be a vine that we can't quite see.
Brody.
Oh.
And
So bad.
I mean, he's playing pinball right there, man. I hit like 3 different trees.
yeah, still kept moving forward on each hit, but very difficult par look from where he's at down there.
Yeah, that was a wild ride. This is just framed up perfectly for Tamm to pitch a forehand up there. There is a bit of a slope you have to contend with on this hole, though. That can get kind of tricky if you get on edge, but he settles nicely.
Gannon with that nice backhand turnover shot, going to put himself inside the circle.
Yeah, that was a beauty out of his hand. And let's see what Simon's left with here. He got the furthest. Oh, yeah, he's got a straight look at it.
Yeah, not bad. Left it a bit short, but did get a very nice lie from where he was at. And Brody doesn't even have much of that par look. Just going to pitch up and go ahead and eat his bogey.
And a great birdie putt there from Simon Lizotte. Good little bounce back after a double on hole 5. Puts him back on track for a good front 9.
Nice putt there from Gannon to put him 2 down for the round, including a bogey. So trying to get himself going. However, clean 3 down so far through 6 holes. That's a good move.
Yeah. Really can't understate how good Gannon Burr's approach shot was there. We'll be back after a short break to wrap up this front 9.
Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me into. Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. Ballin' can't beat me up 'cause I'm back in my zone now.
Hole 7, a 667-foot par 4. Now one of the easier par 4s on the course. You can get to the right of that tree across the valley. You've made it about 380, 385. You stay to the right side, you're going to have a straighter look. Pretty fun tee shot here, as long as you land in the fairway.
Yeah, it's like you want to push forward enough, but not too forward and get stuck on the woods ahead. So definitely need to get that hyzer at some point, but that's early.
Yeah, quite early. Very pinched off angle over there from the left side. There might be room for a chop forehand to make it up around to the green, but difficult to do.
This looks great from Gannon, though. Seems like it's fading at just the right time. Catches a tree, but still in the center.
Came out just a bit too early.
Same tree.
He's going to be a little pinched off, but if he's got a full swing through and doesn't have to worry about those trees with his run-up, he should have room for a birdie look.
Oh, speaking of room for a birdie look. That's actually a great kick.
Yeah, that was fading out a little bit early as well, but kicks back to the ideal position. Probably have 275 feet or so in from there. A little scary when you get up this high.
That knocks down, though. Got to step out and do something a little tricky, but you might have something. Be a little flex forehand and try to force it through. Oh, yeah. Well done.
Yeah, that's a great shot from where he was at. Very overstable disc that he threw right there.
Oh, and
Simon having
Simon.
that great shot, just pinned it.
Yeah, just pipe that thing down there. No problem. And it looks like Gannon's unobstructed here as far as his swing. So, might be doing something similar to Brody, just forcing something overstable.
A little bit too overstable, or maybe just a bit too much height on that. but still gave himself a nice look for birdie over there on the right side.
And Tamm has to do a more extreme version of that from way left. Oh, catches one on the way in the green, and he's still stuck here in the thickness.
Yeah, there's a pretty good amount of room to get up and down over there. Even though we couldn't see him, you can see how short all that stuff is. You can go over top of it fairly easy.
He's also a very tall human, so it probably helped as well. Tamm looks like a straight-up athlete, man. As we see Gannon Burr getting the birdie.
He is. And speaking of tall humans, Gannon having to get down on a knee right there underneath those branches. Grabs his birdie. Moves to 3 down on the round. Couple good forehand flex shots for him and Brody here. Gonna grab birdies. Nice bounce back for Brody after the bogey on hole 6.
Like, Tamm could be an NFL tight end, I think.
I do believe that's his frame. I don't know how fast he is. He might be fast enough to be a wide receiver. But brings us into hole 8. Tied for hole 4 as the easiest hole on the course today. 500-foot par 4. Pretty short tee shot. 270 feet's going to get you in a good enough position to throw your 260-foot shot up to the green. The further left you get, the better chance you're going to have at an easy shot. But just hitting this gap.
That was a left early, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't go left a little bit later than that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, left definitely comes more at a premium than distance on this hole for placement, but Simon kind of yanked that one right. It's going to give him a tricky angle to approach the green.
An overstable fairway driver, or if you have a very fast driver that's just super overstable, you can punch and know it's going to go left.
That's what Brody was attempting to do there, as that was an overstable distance driver, but still didn't really get the left he wants.
Yeah, that's the mistake that can happen with the distance driver. It's just getting a little bit too much. It's too fast and won't turn left enough. And even here, just a little bit too much arm swing to flatten it out. He does get a little bit off to the left, but still going to most likely be a turnover shot from there. He does have crazy power, though.
Yeah.
Albert can throw those forehands sky high.
Yeah, I think he still has a chance to approach the green for birdie for sure. As Gannon didn't really have much to work with there with footing and angle, and he is trapped once again.
Yeah, there's a big high right side over there that could have put him into position. Did not work out that time, though.
No, this is a Simon line if I've ever seen one. Oh, my God.
He does it. What a shot.
This man thinks he's filming videos on his channel right now.
Oh, Brody's going to try to back it up.
He's like, I like that. That looks kind of neat. Not quite as high and over the top.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a better angle at it.
I mean, still pretty impressive.
Wow. That looked like it was going to kind of float out, but still continued to move up to the right side. He's put it right around the circle's edge.
Yeah, that was like his most understable mid-range, so trusted in it and gave him a good result. And, I mean, Gannon scrambling pretty well here.
Yeah, that was a nice bounce. Put him where he probably won't have to deal with those branches, get down on a knee or anything. You should have an open look for his par. Yep, that high sidearm.
About to say, don't you ever doubt Tamm. Oh, that's a nasty roll away, though, but stays in the circle. But, man.
That rollaway right there is the reason I would choose that backhand turnover. Much easier to control the angle that you land on, not have to worry about that rollaway.
Right. That's a good point. I mean, Tamm, this is a couple of times Tamm has had what looked like a dead-on approach shot, only to roll away to a tough putt and miss out on the birdie because of it. It happened to him on, hole 3 as well.
Yeah, he hit the cage on 3.
Yeah, that'll get to you, I feel like. You got to have that composure to battle through that.
Simon, 8 holes, no pars, second turkey.
Yeah, he's on one right now for sure. Brody gets a couple back-to-back here. Simon contending for a leadership position on the board at this point. It's been awesome to see Simon this year. You know, kind of, I wouldn't say completely reinvented this game, but definitely has adjusted what he throws and how he throws it due to his injury last year. And he's a safer Simon. I don't know. And it's worked out well for him. A couple of wins already this year.
It's been fun to watch, seeing him get in a little bit less trouble than we've seen before. Speaking of trouble, Gannon got out of it, able to save that par, which you have to do on this hole. As I said, it tied for the easiest hole on the course today. So bogey feels like double. Moving into our first new hole, 563-foot par 3. You can almost see the pin, but it is still blind. Very difficult hole.
So hard
to get the birdie on. Not much trouble as far as bogey unless you hit early.
You know, this one actually has potential, though. This looks like a great angle. And still, as you can see, even that good of a shot still leaves you with a very long putt.
Yeah, the two lines that I really see working out is super high right side out around that late tree, or kind of, see, this is still going to end
flip
up.
Yeah,
it's still going to end up left. You kind of need to follow that left tree line on that slow flip up and have it stand up straight, late, drifting right, and then barely fade back left. If you're going to pull it out wide, you really need to go up and over these trees on the right to stay on the line of the basket.
Yeah, I mean, it's less gimmicky than this blind spike hyzer of the pass that you would play on hole 9, but it's still a very difficult par 3 to actually score.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't play as wide open as the tee shot looks if you want to attack for birdie.
Yeah, I feel like any success I've seen on coverage has been the slow flip-up play on just the right line to get to the hill. And it's not even a thing where these guys lack for power to get there. It's just, again, a very particular angle you have to be on to make it to the green.
And the flight of that disc is the line that we're talking about. He just missed the line on it. If he could have followed that left tree line, that's the flight that you want. But missed the line. He's going to end up pitching up for a par.
So I'm guessing his disc must have...
Oh my goodness. It looks like that's his purple disc on top of this person's spectator's bag.
You're right. Holy cow. That is unreal.
Yeah, we've been a different this is
This is glorious,
come
man.
on.
No, this is great. I kind of like this. I don't know why. I'm into it. This is unreal.
Oh man. I don't know. Oh man.
I mean, as long as he still gets his par, this is fantastic.
Oh, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard of a throw, but I'm not sure what.
If I'm that guy, I'm tracing his footprint on the top of that bag, and man, you got a story to tell for the rest of your life.
I feel like whoever has that bag probably has a nail through their head. If you know what I'm referencing from Happy Gilmore there.
Ah.
Anyway.
Long bid for Simon. Oh. Nearly. I can't get over that still. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's great that we got to see it, but I don't like the situation that was there. Spectators being that close is the main thing, I believe. He was barely outside of circle 2 there, and landing in a spot where he could be on top of somebody is kind of not sure how that plays out, but hole 9, lots of pars. How it's going to play out for everybody. 79% of the field making par.
Yeah, 7 birdies for Simon Lizotte on the front 9, putting in a tie for 4th as we head into the back half of the course. But still the rest of our chase card very much in contention. As you can see, the grouping's pretty tight. Corey Ellis has kind of pulled out ahead at 15 under par with Kyle Klein just on his heels at 14. But again, still just only a few strokes separate our chase card from the leaders. And that'll do it here for our front 9 of our chase card for round 2. We'll be back with the back 9 shortly, so definitely be sure to follow and subscribe to the channel so you can catch all of that action, as well as future Disc Golf Pro Tour coverage here at Gatekeeper. Again, I'm Dustin Mouret. With me has been Nathan Clean. It's been a blast.
Been fun. We've just reinvented the bag throw.
Are you going to see him out there?
Yeah, not this time. I'm too thrown.
All right. All right. Catch you next time.